All right. I got a question for you. Do you know what you're doing? Like, right here, right now, in this moment, do you know what it is that you're doing? Do you know what steps you're taking right now to put you in the place that you say you want to be in? That's the real question that I want to ask you, right? Because, see, here's the thing. A lot of us think we know what we're doing, but we have no idea what it is that we're doing right now, right? A lot of us are just making it up as we go. And honestly, you do a lot of things that don't really get you the tangible results that you're looking for. And this idea came to me as I was in meditation. Because I think that there is a level of awareness that is missing in our daily life. And we're missing so many different aspects and opportunities in life that pass us by. But then we're so focused on the things that aren't happening in our life that we don't even see the things that are going good for us, to bring more of the things that can help us to improve and evolve and grow more in our lives. And so I want to make this video because I think there's a level of awareness that needs to be had in order for you to move forward in life. And I think it's important to understand every single aspect of your life in every single moment of your life and how it's playing an effect on the grand scheme of things in your life, right? I got a couple of notes here I'm going to share with you too as well, but I just want to give you my own perspective because this is something that has been really prevalent the last few days in my life, especially last week, right? So I've really been practicing mindfulness a lot more and being intentional with every single thing that I do, with every single word that I say, and with every single step that I make. And I feel like a lot of us don't really take intentional steps or say things with intention in every single aspect of our lives. And it kind of leaves us wondering like, dang, why isn't anything happening in my life, right? I know a lot of us ask that question, especially with things that are happening right now with our economy and with a lot of uncertainty, right? There's a lot of uncertainty happening right now. And so I think that with the way things are going right now, we need to be asking ourselves these vital questions of what are we doing right now? Like, what are we doing to change what's going on in our own lives? Because right now, all we seem to be focused on is entertainment, things that distract us from what's happening in the world. And then once we start to put our focus on the world, then we're looking at all the things that are happening that are negative. We're looking at all the bad things. We're looking at plane crashes, and we're looking at crime, and we're looking at how the economy is going. We're just looking at things going wrong, right? In the grand scheme of life, right? But we're not really taking the intention of looking at our own lives to see what's happening, because the things that are happening outside of our control is just that. It's outside of our control. There's nothing we can do about the things that are happening outside of us. But we can focus on what's happening within us and around us in our immediate parameter. We can focus on that. But first you have to understand what you're doing right here, right now in this moment. You have to understand where you are currently, right? And how you can move forward with what it is that you have currently. Because a lot of us, let's be honest, we have everything that we need. We have all the tools that we need to move and press and move forward. But a lot of us just don't know how to use those things. We use these things for distractions and we use these things for entertainment, but we don't use these things for elevation and education. We don't use these things to help us think deeper, on a deeper level. And I think the thing that's missing most right now is that we're not thinking critically. We're not thinking deeply. We're not looking at things from a different perspective. We're looking at things from the perspective of how things have always been for so long. And things have changed. The landscape has changed. So you can't look at things from that same skewed perspective that you once had, because you're only going to get the same results in a new paradigm. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants to continue to repeat the past over and over and over again and expect a different result in the future. It just doesn't work that way. You can't expect to do the thing that you have been doing for so long and expect for your life to change. Nah. You have to change the way you see yourself, and you have to change the way you are attacking your life. You have to go for every single opportunity that is out there that is readily available for you. And if you don't know what opportunities present themselves to you, if you don't know what opportunities are currently presenting themselves to you, well, I think now is the time for you to get still and get silent. Because this is something that I felt not too long ago, right? I was trying to contemplate what it is that I was going to do, because I've done everything I had to do today. And so I was sitting there and I was wondering, like, what do I do next, right? Like, what's the next thing? And here's the thing that came for me. Usually when you're anticipating the next thing, that means you need to be still. That means you need to be silent. That means you really need to take time to go within, to understand what's happening in your life, so that way you can move forward and execute efficiently and effectively. Because a lot of us can take action on things, but we're taking action because we're looking for a quick result. But when you're actually able to sit still and be silent, now you start to get answers. Now you start to get revelations. Now you start to get more deeper understanding of what intentional moves you need to make. And so, as I was coming out of my meditation, there was a couple of things that came to mind, right? And I'm going to share them with you, right? This comes from Isaiah 14, verse 24. Surely as I have thought, so it shall come to pass. Surely as I have purposed, so it shall stand. And this is something that I kept repeating like a mantra in my mind over and over and over again. And I was getting different revelations from saying this over and over again. And this is what made me want to come on here today and talk about this, because I feel like the things that we put our attention on the most are the things that we attract to us. And these are the things that happen in our lives that show up as evidence of what it is that we're thinking of. So I think it's important to understand the thoughts that you're having on a daily basis, so that way you can understand what outcomes you're getting in your life. Because the moment you start taking accountability of the thoughts that you're having on a daily basis, that's when the change starts happening. That's when evidence starts to appear of that change happening. And let's be honest, sometimes evidence shows up of change, but we don't believe it. We don't believe it because we're conditioned and programmed that it can't be that easy. It can't be that simple. But here's the thing. Life has gotten easier, and life has gotten a whole lot simpler too. But I think that because of how things are transgressing right now, we don't look at it that way. We look at life as harder. You know, we got to work twice as hard just to get just a little bit, right? The economy's messed up, so the pay is bad. But here's the thing though. That's an old system. And you're thinking you have this new system that is being created. And this old system right now is already been going on. You have to look at it from the perspective of what this new system has to offer. But it's hard to, because we don't have that grasp of what's really going on in the world. But there are so many different opportunities and so many different avenues to take. But you have to have the understanding to see those things. You have to be able to open your eyes to realize the shift that is happening currently in your life. The shifts that have happened in your life. And see how you can take advantage of those things right here, right now. Here's another one. Not only, I wrote this down. Not only am I responsible, I am the responsibility and I am the power. I'm going to repeat that. Not only am I responsible, I am the responsibility and the power. Now, what does that mean? Let me know what that means for you down in the comments. But let me tell you what this means. Not responsibility. Responsible simply means your ability to respond, right? Being responsible means that you are capable of responding rather than reacting towards anything that happens in your life. So that means you are in control of your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, and your actions. So not only are you responsible, but you are the responsibility. And that means that you are your purpose in life. If you don't know what your purpose in life, your purpose is to continue to grow and evolve into a better version of yourself. It doesn't mean you have to attach yourself to a title or you have to be doing anything. It means that you have to become the greatest version of yourself. That means you're responsible for what you put in your body. You're responsible for what you read, what you look at, what you listen to, how you speak, what you put on and in your body. And you see how it makes you feel. Because you're mindful of the things that you are putting in and on your body and the things that you're intaking on a daily basis. Because you understand the cause and effect of how these things play in your life, And you are the power. Meaning that the more responsibility you have, the more you take responsibility for who you are, the more powerful you become. Because with great power comes great responsibility. Okay? You become the power. You become the generator for your life. You become the essence that powers your life. You become the sun. You become the center of your galaxy. You become the center of your world. That means anytime you go anywhere, you are representing yourself at the highest level. Anytime you enter a room, anytime you go and introduce and you're introducing yourself to people, they see your energy. They see how responsible you are with yourself. Because if you're responsible enough with yourself, people can trust you to have more responsibility for other things. And that's another hack for a different opportunity too. Because people love somebody who is responsible. People love dealing with people who are responsible and who know how to respond. So yeah. I hope this helps. I wanted to come on here real quick and just share this message with you. And I hope that you gain some insight from this tonight. But thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for allowing me to be on this journey with you. And I truly believe we do better when we grow together. So let's continue to grow with one another. And if you found this helpful, inspiring, or motivating in any way, shape, or form, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get notified whenever I publish another video. And again, let me know in the comment section, how are you bringing more awareness in your life now? What are some things that you can do right now to bring more awareness into your life? And if you need more help in that area, well, DM me on all my social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, that's where I mainly be, and Fanbase too. That's my newest platform, so go check that out. That's the newest platform that I'm on, so go check it out. All at Paula Zay Anthony. I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you know what you're doing right now? Are you aware? Of course you are. Of course you are. Of course you are. You are aware of what you're doing right now. So go out there and conquer and be the greatest version of yourself in every aspect of your life. This has been another Paula Zay Theory. And until next time, peace and progress.